Hi everyone, how are you? We are really happy to be here with this amazing group of teachers, masters, and people from all over the world who is gonna share with us a lot of information today. Hello Diana, how are you?
Hello, Emmy. It's lovely to be back here and broadcasting the portal to the light body. Our light body we all have a light body, and it's what defines the difference between Eastern and Western medical perspectives. Is that the ancient systems have always worked with the light body and the energy body, and that's the part that gets left out when we start breaking things down into small sections and parts. And the light body also is our vehicle and what stays with us and is part of us from lifetime to lifetime and takes us into quantum warp speed space.
Yeah, completely. It's beautiful. And we have also Ahmed from Egypt, that I met him in Egypt. And if you want to tell us a little bit about the light body, so we are going to share all to everyone this beautiful video that we just posted at the Conscious Life Expo. You're mute, Ahmed. Yeah,
I'm
thank
mute.
you.
All right. Thanks for having me here. The light body is known as the Merkabah, and Mer is the vehicle, and the Ka is spirit, and the Ba is the body. So it's the vehicle of the spirit body. It is the link between the physical and the spiritual and the higher dimension. And it connects us, basically, is the star tetrahedron is a geometric figure in nature and the water molecule in all of creation. So this is like our vehicle of accessing all of creation, really connects us, our light body, to the light body of the planet, to the light body of other solar systems. And it is basically a way to access these solar systems on a multidimensional level and bring aspects of who we are into the physical. So it's like a mediator of the higher realms into the physical. And in terms of our ascension process, like accessing this light, this bliss, it's a vibration of ecstasy, of bliss that comes through the light body, and to anchor it in the physical, this is connected to our ascension process. So as we awaken to our multidimensional aspects and bring that fully online into the physical realm, and the light body is the vehicle to do that.
Completely. And we are in times that we can do it. This is the most amazing thing. It's just a blessing. And we have amazing people with us. And I want you to introduce someone that Diana is going to help me. So we're going to start this celebration. But before that, I want you to close your eyes for a minute, 1 minute. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply, and we're going to open this portal into the light body. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's so beautiful to be breathing this blessing, this light that is coming. It's coming beautifully to all of us if you are open your heart. So Diana, I want you to introduce the first wonderful speaker that we have.
Yes, I would very much like to welcome Shumeni Jan. She is a biofield researcher and scientist and has compiled masses amount of data and has just also opened a website that contains all this data. And she's going to share more with us about her work. And we feel very blessed to have you with us. Thank you.
Thank you. It's really a pleasure to be here. I'm honored to be asked to share. And yeah, I have been really passionate about understanding and exploring the realms of consciousness, particularly as they relate to healing, since I've been young. And we do have a nonprofit called the Consciousness and Healing Initiative, where we really collaborate because we understand that our personal alchemy is also a societal one. So we bring together the wisdom of spiritual leaders along with the keen kind of acumen of scientists and inventors, the hearts of clinicians and healers. We bring us together in community to explore what we know about healing. And we've just released a massive report and resources for the public on healing. And this is really something that we developed this so that you could take this to anyone who doesn't understand the light body, who doesn't understand what we call the biofield. That's the reigning new term in the scientific realm, which is just the fields of energy and information that guide our health, truly what guide our awakening, right? But in the materialist world that we live in, because we're so passionate about making sure that these light body practices are recognized and used in medicine, in healing all over the world, including in our clinics. We've developed this really state-of-the-art resource. You can simply go to you can go to reportonhealing.com, and it will take you to all these amazing resources, which you can share with others. And I won't take too much time. You can dig in there. We've got interactive infographics. We've got like over 6,000 publications. We have reports, all this stuff. But I want to go back to the ancient traditions. I'm East Indian. As Diana mentioned, this is, something that all cultures have known for a long time. We're just rediscovering this and reintegrating from a very fractured society. So there are some ancient practices and understandings of the light body in the Vedic and Tantric traditions. Sometimes what we describe, I believe, as the light body, one aspect of it can be called the Sukshma Sharir, which is really a combination of the Tejas Sharir, or the fiery body, which kind of translates to what some people would call the etheric body, and the Karma Sharir. So these two are forever entwined. And that's really interesting for practice, because what this means is that the light that we're able to hold and carry is filtered by our thoughts, words, and actions. And so this is the point of spiritual practice, is to bring us back to that light, back to the light, and clear unhealthy patterning, right? That might be impeding our ability to fully absorb the light. There are some really key mantras that have been used in time-honored traditions to help us clear and connect back in with the light body. And so I'd like to share one of the mantras now, and we can do it in practice. So I will explain what it is, and then I will chant this 9 times, and I invite you, if you feel comfortable, to chant it with me or simply listen, however you feel called. So this particular mantra is a mantra that, again, calls upon the energies that help to fill the light body, that are essentially, aspects of consciousness, and deities. They're also personified as deities. This particular mantra is called Chamunda mantra because it refers to the aspect of the divine feminine, the goddess, who slayed the demons. And of course, this is a metaphor for slaying our own demons. So that's really what this is about. It's about recognizing our unhealthy patterning and moving further with it. So I'll say the mantra 9 times, and then if there's time, I'll explain it. The mantra, for those of you who don't know it, is simply Om, Hrim, Klim, Chamundaye Viche. Okay. Om, Hrim, Klim, Chamundaye Viche. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Om Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Om Hrim Klim. Klim Chamundaye Viche. Om Hrim 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 Klim Chamundaye Viche. So I don't know if I have any moments to explain the meaning of the mantra, but this is something that's easily look upable. If not,
Please,
okay.
please.
Very, very quickly. Om, universal sound. Aim is the bij or seed mantra for the goddess Saraswati, who is the goddess of wisdom, the goddess of knowledge, the goddess of sound. And so aim refers to the vibration, the essence of sound. And it's often used in mantra to help direct the energy towards the, guided intention. So Om, aim. Hreem is the seed mantra for the goddess Lakshmi, who is, of course, the goddess of flow, the goddess of abundance, and is related to the solar energy. So Hreem, solar energy, goddess Lakshmi. Gleam is a softer, sort of watery, magnetic mantra, it's seed mantra, that is actually associated with the goddess Kali. And Kali, of course, many of you may know, is not simply a shadow goddess. She is actually the one who is about time, beyond space, and has the strength to help us sort of discern, have clear discernment. And Gleam's quality is to, it can be used in many different ways, but in this particular mantra, it's used to really set something on its path or clean something, help sort of strike it where it's needed to strike. Chamundaye Viche refers to the goddess Chamunda, who was basically an aspect of Durga Ma, who came to slay these demons because she was basically called by the gods who apparently couldn't do the job and asked her to come in to form to do what needed to be done. So it refers to her, it's in reverence to her. And Viche is the shield, it's the shield. So really what we're doing is we're drawing upon all of these energies in ourselves, we're aligning with them to clear our field, to clear our ignorance, to see things more clearly and clear the patterns that need to be cleared, shielding ourselves if we need to do that. And in that way, we're able to connect with divine light even more greatly. So that's the purpose of the mantra.
That's so beautiful, really beautiful. So thank you so much,
Thank you.
Jamini.
Thank you.
So Kali will be like a dakini, right?
Well, she's more than that, really. I mean, she's one of the tantric wisdom goddesses, so she's very much, a large embodiment of the divine feminine. But yes, I mean, you can describe her like that as well.
Like
Sure.
a guardian of the sacredness.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So beautiful. Thank you so much. So Diana, we have now an amazing speaker.
Yes, we'd really like now to introduce Adam Apollo. He has been a light worker, ambassador for many years, since his early youth, maybe beyond then. And he's been working on this path just diligently and loyally. I first met him actually at Burning Man, I think in around 2008. We did a camp together, the Sacred Space Camp. And I knew we were going to hear more from Adam. And I'm so grateful that you were able to come here today, Adam. And he has put together amazing curriculums on new physics. He's represented this path at the White House and spoken at the United Nations. So welcome, Adam. It's a blessing to have you here today.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be on here with you. I think Shamini's maybe. Ah, there we go. Great. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much for having me. Wow, it's such a deep and powerful time we're in right now, isn't it? And all of us are really in this space of feeling and marinating the current of life as it's driving us towards transformation and change. And just like riding a river through time, you know, avoiding the rapids, avoiding the rocks, you know, not getting stuck in the vortices that are trying to catch our attention, catch our energy, and wrap us up in things that can often drain us and take a lot away from the gift of the riding of the river and the exploration of the canyons of life that we're traveling through. It can help to gain some tools for navigation. You know, as you learn how to work your paddle, you learn how to steer the ship, you can learn how to guide yourself through that flow a little bit better, a little bit more easily. And the key is really understanding that our bodies are a fantastic command center. They are a starship in themselves. And every layer of our energy body is designed and configured to respond to our will, our choices, our intentions, our belief systems, and both filter the energy information that's flowing into us, as well as direct and guide the energy that is flowing out of us. And it's this energetic exchange that we're constantly in with our lives, with the river of time, with this flow through life that tells us where we're at, where we're going, what's going to happen, and how we're going to react and how we're going to respond to it. So one of the lenses that I've developed over many, many years since I was a teenager and began to awaken my own energetic body was to understand the chakras as specific energetic gateways, filters, or interfaces that can allow us to shape the information that's coming into us and that's going out of us. And we can start really at a very primal and simple level here and understand that our physical body, the first layer of our field and our root chakra, is in many ways conditioned by our relationship with the earth and the planet that we're on. And like the 4-petal lotus that the root chakra is often represented by, our position on earth, our orientation to the directions, the 4 directions, the 4 seasons, the 4 elements, and the archetypes of the base of the pyramid that is emerging itself into us, these are keys to help us actually tune into the nature of our physicality and gain deeper wisdom and grounding about how we operate on a physical level. And what this really means is coming into balance and relationship with where and who we are on the planet, with the land that we're living on, with the elementals inside of our body. Where is our fire? Where is our water? Are we hydrated enough? Are we breathing enough? Are we grounded enough? Are we eating well and connecting to the earth? This is the nature of the harvesting of the root energy. And it's really critical because it's the main engineering center for your light body and for your body. As you move up above that space, what happens is, like the top of the pyramid or the top point on a pentagram, we come to realize that we are more than just the physical flesh and bone. And for me, when I was a teenager, I discovered I had this field of chi or vibration around me, and I started wondering about the nature of vibration itself. As we get into the field of the sacral chakra, the nature of this vibrationally oriented vehicle, we come to understand that light and music and truly anything that is a waveform is a teacher for us. It's about finding the space where we are in the center between all of the different colors that we witness around us. It's about finding the silent spaces in the music and the symphony, whether that's the noise of being in the middle of a city and it's the symphony of cars honking horns, or the sounds of music that you're playing in your house or at a festival or at a gathering. It's finding the place between all the waves. And that's teaching us about our emotions and our emotional body. It's about finding that place where we are still and resting, open and wide in the center of the vortex of all feeling and all change. And from this place, we can guide and steer and command the field of our emotions. And that place where we are in command is the opening and awakening of the mind and the guide of the will. It is the third chakra, the place where we began to see that all feeling, like a river, like a current, like liquid flowing through our lives in the form of energy, is shaped by the geometry of our thoughts and our beliefs. Our mind sets containers through which the emotion that we have flows. And the flow of our emotion changes our physiology and our bodies. And so the mind is like the captain's deck. It's the command center deck where you're, as you can see behind me, able to see and witness all the different feelings and spaces and places that your emotions want to go and that your body wants to go. But many times we've built so many layers of belief and thought that we've forgotten about. And we filter everything that we receive through the lens of our mind. So you may have rose-colored glasses on and not even know it. Or you may have glasses that keep you from seeing the light of the rose. And so learning that the ways that we see and perceive things is going to influence every experience of our lives teaches us that it's important to learn how to return to the center of the mind itself, the place where we're no longer filtering, the place where we're openly, with the beginner's mind, receiving and exploring things fresh and new for the first time, questioning everything that we're told, everything that we've been made to believe, and coming back to the place of the mystery. For it is in that mystery that true relationship can emerge. For isn't it true that we can't really know each other if we're constantly projecting our own ideas on other people? If we open ourselves like a flower to the sunlight, open our hearts and our heart chakra to the field and the vibration that others are sharing, so do we surrender in this place of mystery to the wisdom that is being brought to us all the time by the feedback loop of the universe. And if we can practice listening without judgment and just really receiving the medicine of what life is bringing us in every moment, so can we begin to ride the river with trust beyond the place of the mind, where our hearts are the guiding factor, the pillar, the rudder, steering our ship through a constant surrender to the mystery while claiming the truth that gives us sovereignty, strength, and presence in every moment. I offer this to you as a gift, just of the first rungs of this great game. But know that your being, your starship, is always able to be changed by you. It is never static, it is never stuck, and it never will be. You will always be able to change and choose something new in any moment that you wish. And so go forth, guide your starship well, and remember these keys, for within them lies such freedom and bliss that you have to have experience.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Adam, so much. That's just so much information just packed into that tiny, tiny piece of time. We can't wait to hear more from you. And people can re-watch this also later on YouTube. And thank you so much for being with us. Really, you're just such a gem. Thank you.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Now, Emmy, we have a very special sound healing musician that we're going to introduce.
I know. But at the same time, I want to say everyone that we are doing these portals to awakening. Portals to awakening. This is our second portal. We did the portal to Shambhala, the day of the Buddha's enlightenment, Om Mane Padme Hum. And right now we are doing the portal to the light body, because the light body is who we are. We are the light body. So just shine who you are. Just be you. That's it. Just be. It's beautiful when you share. Adam, I feel so touched because you say it all. You say everything, that it is the truth, and it's the truth. What is truth is the truth. So thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope many people will open the heart to hear this message. So Portals to Awakening, they have a page in YouTube that is new. That is Portals to Awakening, and we are sharing with you these different portals videos. So find us in YouTube and subscribe, because that means a lot to us, knowing that all this work that we are doing get to the right hands, the right souls. So it's true, Diana, you're right what you say. We have somebody amazing now, right?
Yes, Geraldine Glass, she had a career, or still, I think, may have a career as an opera singer, but she has really moved into the realm of sound healing and has so many incredible, beautiful crystal bowls of many different vibrational frequencies. And today she's picked some specific frequencies for us to help to activate our light bodies and be able to download more of this information that we have available to us if we just set our intention or ask or create the right environments and vibrations for these codes to be activated within us, so we can live a more complete and full life and share our hearts with everybody. So Geraldine, welcome. Amy,
We
could you
cannot hear
spotlight
you. I don't know if it's mute your video.
Do you
No,
unmute?
now it's unmute. Yeah, can you talk a little bit?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Yes. Thank you so much, Geraldine. And I want to thank you especially because you always come to the Hispanic program to present your beautiful vibration. So I am very glad that you are part of this movement that is awakening of the heart through vibration. Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, it's always a great joy, because music and sound is the universal language. It is the language of humanity that goes beyond culture, beliefs, religions. It goes beyond everything into this place that we talk about, that quantum science is really telling us now. We are made of energy, and that energy gets compressed into human form, and that energy is light and sound. So for this evening, you will hear a beautiful set of crystal alchemy singing bowls that are tuned to the frequency of 528 hertz, the frequency of unconditional love. This beautiful set is made of 9 notes, touching each of our chakras from the root all the way up to chakras 8 and 9, our life purpose and our soul purpose. So I invite you to take some long, deep, cleansing breaths. You can breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. We are made of sound, vibration, and light. It is from whence we come, and whereto we shall return. Allowing your breath to come in through the soles of your feet, as if you imagine you are connected to the earth, and your breath is coming up through Mother Earth, through the soles of your feet, traveling up your legs, your hips, landing for more light traveling up through your central channel. And as if you exhale out through your crown, I invite you to imagine breathing in from 4 feet above your crown and breathing in the light and allowing that light to come down through your chakra system, out through the soles of your feet, anchoring you, so that we begin to work with these energies of earth and heaven, heaven and earth. As you receive these beautiful, exquisite tones from ancient Egypt with the Hathors, the bringers of the vibrational frequency of love, with Laurimar carrying the wisdom of Atlantis, and with Lemurian seed crystal opening us two portals of light. Long, deep cleansing breaths. May you be at peace. May your heart remain open. And may you awaken to the true nature of your authentic self, the light that you are. Breathing and feeling that light as you allow it to expand out way beyond this physical body. Yet you are anchored, connected to the earth, connected to heaven, to the universe, to all that is. We are liquid, lighted love in human form. Feeling the power and the presence of your own heart. The vibrations of cherish, devotion, kindness and compassion. Liquid, lighted love in human form.
Thank you so much, Geraldine.
We are anchored in heaven, earth.
Thank you. That was just beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm in a bit of a daze now, so just
Yeah, what
the right
amazing.
place to be.
Exactly. So beautiful. Thank you. So much love and light. Thank you. Yes. And now we have an amazing, but really amazing light body artist. Right, Diana?
Oh, yes, really amazing visionary artist. And he had an incredible activation that and just started doing all this beautiful painting and art without ever having had any experience before.
Right. It's like an extraterrestrial here on Earth. So this wonderful Douglas Taylor. Hi, Douglas.
Well, hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for having me on. And of course, this is a beautiful experience that we're having here. And as I've always believed, experience is really the greatest teacher that we can have, because that's where we either take the positive information and add it to our own intelligence, or we lose that opportunity. So my experiences have kind of taken me on a journey, like everybody's gone on their journeys. And the journey has been both wrought with some fantastic and incredible mind-boggling experiences, and also with some that were very, very devastating and what I would call difficult to move through. And that's the nature of what I have come to understand is consciousness as being both, you have the positive, you have the higher self, and you also have the lower self. So the lower self is what I have, in a sense, gained a lot of insight in as to how to, in a more specific way, try to eliminate many of the blocks and many of the emotional baggage that I've carried throughout many, many lifetimes. And so I'm not somebody who would say that I am some advanced great teacher or even close to it. All I know is that there are great teachers, and I've been fortunate to be able to study under some of them. And so that is where the inspiration and the flow of my own creative abilities has really come from. So I'd like to just maybe start with showing a little bit of a picture's worth 1,000 words, although I can always add 1,000 words to any picture too, so you might not want to hear them all. But I was going to share my screen so you can see some of the both experiences that I've had that I've tried to depict through my own artwork, and also describe where it has taken me in my own journey. And I hope that you'll be able to go on this journey with me. So I'm going to share my screen right now. And this picture here is what I saw when I was in the Caribbean islands, and I was actually taken aboard a starship psychically. So it wasn't like a physical encounter, but it was an experience where I felt this incredible loving energy that was flowing from these beings, and they were all just glowing in this beautiful, beautiful energy. And of course, I was so excited, and I felt, what is taking place here? What is going on? And they telepathically communicated with me for a short while. And basically, I had an incredible healing. One of the ladies in the ship actually beamed me with this energy, and it just absolutely cleansed my psychic. And it was a tremendously powerful healing. And it gave me a little insight into what my future was going to hold. This was 40 years ago. And so since that time, the experience itself, I've kind of come to understand how these individuals function on a much higher level of consciousness. So this would be a typical depiction in one of the paintings that I love to do that is relating to us how there is this staircase, this step that we can begin to traverse upon through understanding the relative factors in which the individuals in these dimensions that are on a little higher plane are able to function. So we have to learn and begin to think in a manner that is similar to them. That's called frequency relationship. And so going up this staircase into these inner dimensions is what we will all do eventually in this lifetime, depending on, you know, what choices we make. It's not automatic, but so this is one where each one of us can take that step into the light. And these are some of the paintings that I really love to do. They actually are related to the exoplanet. I call it my exoplanet series of paintings. And so this is relative to what we're seeing right now in astronomy, where they have these amazing new technological breakthroughs with telescopes, and TESS being the latest one. I don't know if you, those who are listening are following this, but Hubble began to realize that there are planets around other star systems. And then they began to realize there's a lot of planets around other star systems. And so now it's come down to the fact that there are literally billions and billions and billions of even Earth-like planets, planets that could be habitable in the Goldilocks zone, as they call it. So the astronomers are all excited, but I don't think they really, I guess I shouldn't say that. Some of them maybe do, but I don't think they really have the grasp of how spirituality and consciousness, and that the evolution that everybody sees as a physical relationship that Darwin had written a book about, was only a tiny fraction of what spiritual evolution truly is, because the physical body is something that we go through and we use it to gain experience and to learn how to function in the world and work out our negative elements of our own personality. And as we work those out, that's what's been such a help to me, we begin to function on a slightly higher level. So that's how you raise your frequency. You begin to rise above your own lower ego nature. And so this is just a depiction of what that psychic body is. It's an energy body. It carries all of the waveforms. The psychic body is made up of countless billions of waveforms that are recreating the frequency by which they were created. So that in itself is relating to the fact that from the tiniest subatomic particles to the most vast and unlimited universe of galactic motion, these gigantic clusters of galaxies, everything is being recreated on a moment-to-moment basis. So we're as in tune right now with this great infinite intelligent force as we will ever be. It's recreating the very structures of our bodies, but we're not aware of it to a greater extent, depending on our ability to go beyond just our senses and be able to see that there is this other dimension that exists and that we are in actually most of the time, and that the physical dimension is just one place where we learn to gain the knowledge and the experience in order to evolve into a higher dimension. And so there was one more. Yeah, and so this is what I would call a dimension where they have evolved beyond the need to even utilize physical bodies. They've gone to a level of consciousness that would be really almost impossible for us to understand or comprehend. In fact, it would be impossible. They're functioning as lighted beings who are actually helping. Their whole purpose is just to help other individuals. But what they do is they help thousands of other physical planets and people in lower dimensions gain the knowledge and given the intuition and the inspiration to raise their consciousness. And so their whole life is that of selfless giving of themselves. And so that's really what the main purpose of life is. And so that's kind of what I've come to understand as being the most important factor, is learning to understand that the physical body that I am functioning in is very temporary, and it's something that I've got to be able to see through the illusion that this is the only world, this is the only relationship to life that I have. There are all of these other elements. They're very subtle, and they're very, very, you have to be very sensitive to pick them up. But that's when the different information can come in from these past lives, and in that process, we can work through that negative emotional reaction, whatever it may be, and begin to find our own creative connection, because that's basically what I had to do. I was blocked off from any creativity up to the point of when I was 25, when I started having some of these experiences. So I think that's probably quite a bit. I don't, that should be enough time for me to talk. Anybody else want to talk?
Thank you, Doug. Thank you so much for sharing that. Very profound and so beautifully depicted through your art. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think you have to leave your screen share. Okay, perfect. Great. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing. And it's
My
true.
pleasure.
We definitely, we definitely work with all aspects of ourselves all the time. And as soon as we realize that we're not functioning in that place of compassion and heart and love and light, then we just bring ourselves back as soon as we can. So thank you.
It's very difficult, but it is definitely worth it.
Yes, well, thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
And now we are going to introduce Jorge Luis Delgado, who is here all the way from Peru. He is a shaman and healer and teacher, and he's here to bring us the mystic Andean knowledge of the light body.
That's it, and it's beautiful because Jorge also habla español, ¿verdad, Jorge? Habla español y somos del sur y venimos del sur. We come from the south. I am from Argentina, and Jorge is coming from, I cannot see you, Jorge, from Machu Picchu. Jorge, are you there? Okay, maybe he has some issue with the internet. Well, he's in Peru, and that can happen. So, so it's fine, Jorge. We gonna wait that you fix your internet issue, and we want to introduce an amazing person. Also, he's so magical, and I met him in Cairo, next to the pyramids, and was so kind of, special time for us. I think it was a couple of years ago. And since then, we are connected. So I want to welcome Ahmed El Feki. Hi, Ahmed. Holding your mute.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, everyone, for what you presented and what you're here for. It's important for us to show up and share this presence and share the light and anchor the light. And I feel as we get together, our light bodies connect and form this mandala that connects to the bigger light body of the planet and beyond. It's an important time right now to anchor our truth and anchor the light. So what I want to do, I have this template here. It is a sacred geometry energy field channeled from the master alchemists of Andromeda. And I'm going to activate this temple space to anchor our light body, our Merkabah, by chanting it. The mantra also, it's a sound key that activates this energy field, and it's in Elven language, our mother tongue. It translates into light body, activate, illuminate, and cocoon me. And the purpose here is to ground, integrate, activate, and stabilize our Merkabah, our light body, so we can expand our capacity to telepathically communicate with it. And from there, we access higher aspects of ourselves and our gifts from beyond the earth and bring it here now. So there's an aspect of us that is a celestial, and the light body's the link to that. I'm not going to talk much during the activation, but we can keep it going until Amy, you want to point out when to stop, because you can keep track of the time better than me, and maybe Jorge will come back. I think he just got back. All right? Are you guys with me? Can you hear me?
All right. Yes, yes, yes. All right.
All right. All right, let's do this. You just let me know when to
Yes, I will.
grab
Don't
it.
worry.
And yeah, all right. So everybody just take a deep breath and feel free if you want to close your eyes or just, we're going to enter a journey here and connect with our light bodies. I'm going to chant the mantras, make the invocations, activate this. I call in our divinity and our higher selves and the master alchemists of Andromeda and the Palladian and Syrian archangelic warriors of love and light, the Earth Mother and Heavenly Father and harmonic realms of nature and the guardians of four directions and healing powers of earth, air, fire, water, and ether. We enter our pure source connection. We activate our earth circuit link and access our crystal inner earth temples. And we do that just by intending it simply. And as for any innate pods or activations when they need to come and assist us. Bhima Shanti Ramoko Biyako Mashilaka Ubrani Oniyom. 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 Sierevra Merkabah Vraumi, 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 Sierevra Merkabah Vraumi. Sierevra Merkabah Vraumi. Take a deep breath and feel this energy anchor. The Merkabah is a double pyramid. There's a star tetrahedron. The top one is the sun, is the masculine aspect of our light body. And the one facing down represents the earth and the feminine aspect of our light body. And they both spin clockwise and counterclockwise, creating an energy field that is also our protection and our anchor. It's a vortex spinning with the galaxy, the galactic core, and the core of the earth. Feel this energy connect you to the star systems, linked to your DNA, your ancestors, and the knowledge stored in your skeleton. We can access skills and abilities stored from other lifetimes, other dimensions, other aspects of who we are, all bridged into the physical body through our skeleton, our light body. Our ascension body is a diamond frequency, is a diamond light body that anchors our divinity, our truth. It's a place of purity and coherence for the sacred geometry, the container, the place of coherence and symmetry, where we anchor our truth, our divinity into the physical. In the ancient traditions in the temple work, we would activate our light body to link to the celestial realms and the core of the planet and be a bridge, be an anchor in the light. It also activates our DNA, the golden strands, the Christ consciousness. That is our truth, our divinity. The balance of the divine masculine, divine feminine within. This is a true mystery of the Grail. The light body might as well be the Grail itself. It is the vessel through which we anchor our divinity into the physical, where we anchor our bliss, our life force, the life stream current all the way into the physical, into the core of Gaia.
Gaia Om, Gaia Om. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So beautiful.
So now I'm going to ground it, chanting the mantra a few more times. Take a deep breath. Sierebra Merkabah Vrahumi, Sierebra Merkabah Vrahumi, Sierebra Merkabah Vrahumi. Bhimashanti Ramoko, Bhiyakoma Shilaka, Ubraniyo Niyum. 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 Thank pure source, our divinity, Mother, Father, God, the Master Alchemist of Andromeda, and the Palladian and Syrian Archangelic warriors of love and light, the Earth Mother and the Heavenly Father, the harmonic realms of nature, the guardians of the four directions, and the healing powers of earth, air, fire, water, and ether. Our spiritual guides and family.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ahmed.
You're welcome.
It's always amazing to have my eternal Egypt here with us, always.
Thank
We
you.
are one. We are linked through our light bodies to the eternal truth. That is the love that we are.
That's who we are. Just light and love. Beautiful. Manifesting to play, to celebrate this beautiful energy of light. Thank you. Thank you.
Aho.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you.
Aho.
Thank you. So beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Really felt that.
So, and we have again, he's back from Machu Picchu. Jorge, you're back from Machu Picchu. You got in the vortex, I think. So, how are you?
Very good. Very good. So
So happy
an
to have
important
you back. Happy to have you back because Jorge is an amazing shaman that, well, he was born in Peru. He is an author. He wrote many books. And, well, you are the keeper of the ancient knowledge. So wonderful to share with you. Thank you, Jorge, for being here.
oh, thank you for having me here. It's a great honor. It's always for the children of the sun so important that we remember each other, our mother and our father. It's so important as a children of the sun to follow the teachings, to follow the rememberings of the Father Son that every day brings for us. As a children of the sun, we understand that light that the Father Son shares with us every day, it is love. That is in service and it is wise. So as a children of the sun, we are love. We are in service and we are wise. Each of us, we are love, we are in service, because there is no love that is not in service. All love is in service. So if we consider ourselves as a children of the light, as a children of the sun, we are in service to light. We embody that. But the first service, it is really to ourselves. But how we do it, how we can experience in those qualities of the light. For the Incas, for the children of the sun in this part of the world, we believe everything is so simple. Everything is practical. So what does it bring the first day when the Father's Son is almost arriving? It shows up the light of the mother together with the light of the Father and bring us clarity. So as the first quality of the light, we understand very, very clear that we come from deep, deep, deep love between Pachamama and Pachatata. We understand very clear that we come from love. If we understand that we come from that love, from that light between the Divine Mother and Divine Father, we are light. So we are love. Well, until here we have some information. So when I ask yourself, do you really feel it? That you are loved? So yes, of course. So then, how much you love yourself? Well, normally I love others more than myself because I am devoted to service to the others. But wait a moment. If you don't really trust that you love yourself, how come you think that what you are sharing is that light? How come you know that what you are sharing is love? So it's so important for us, first of all, to clarify. So we know first, very clear, we come from love. but also we have to clarify with that light from the inner sun, where we have also the light of the divine mother, divine father anchor. With that light, we can clarify the densities of our histories. As you know, we believe so much in our histories, and we have the tendency to be attached to the heavy energies that we experience in our lives. If we don't clarify those energies, we stop. We believe that we are our histories, so the perception of ourselves is the same. So when we clarify ourselves, our histories, we are able to clarify our future. What kind of future we are dreaming? If we don't let it go, that past that is in front of us, we keep attracting the same energies. But if we really transform those by clarifying, by using our light, we can bring more transparency to our lives, and we can see that we are light, but also we bring some weaknesses. Everybody, as we have a great gift in one hand, there is some weakness in the other hand. Very, very, very talented person, very, very, very strong weakness in the other side, in the physical body or the mental body or emotional body. So at some point, we need to clarify, and we need to be honest by accepting those weaknesses or one weakness, whatever. If we don't accept, we are not going to be able to heal, to transform, to transmute, or to domesticate. So then we can see, if we accept the weakness, we can accept much easier the amazing gifts. Because sometimes we are so focused in the weakness, and we believe that's what we are. But on the other hand, we have amazing gifts, and those sometimes we have the tendency to have the resistance to accept. But everybody, we bring amazing contribution to life. It is in our luminosity. So we can understand that the children of the sun, we are warm. Are we using warm words or cold words? Warm thoughts or cold thoughts? Positive or negative? The children of the sun, we use warm words. We can see it in the self-conversations. So in this way, we can see that we are optimistic for life. We can understand that the brightness of our heart, the brightness of our soul, maybe is more important than the brightness of our mind. That so strongly we are focused nowadays, or until now. Now we are awakening about the importance, the training of the luminous body, the training of the brightness of the heart. We understand that light, and it is wise. So the 7 qualities of the light in a practical way can easily change the perception of our lives, and easily can show us the pathway to bloom. That is our purpose in life. And we can bloom always with strong roots, with the Mother Earth, and with the power of the Father Sun. Thank you.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. It's an amazing. Thank you, Jorge. Thank you so much for being here with us. And thank you to all these beautiful, amazing light beings. And thank you for all the ones who are here with us in the visible and invisible realm, because I really feel so much beautiful energy right now. And also many people from all over the world that are here from, from all over. So I just want to honor the presence of each one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. A lot of people making comments and being very grateful for all these beautiful words that you share with all of us. Thank you. So, Diana, you wanna?
Yes, I just wanted to, yes, thank you. Thank you all so much for coming and joining us broadcast. And it's been just such a beautiful container that's been created and shared. And thank you everybody for coming on into the Zoom room with us and experiencing this sharing. Thank you so much. It's really beautiful to have you here. And I'd like you to just all for a moment, just close your eyes and just allow yourself to bring your awareness into the center of your heart. Inhale, draw the energy down, the beautiful sun, up from the crystalline heart of the mother, drawing that energy into your heart. Then when you exhale, allow that energy to radiate out all directions, spreading through every heart of every living being on this planet, and raising the vibrational frequency of this sacred sphere of love and light.
Thank you, Diana, and to remember, remember who we are, and remember that you are the light body. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Ahmed, Jamini, Jorge. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Douglas, Geraldine. Thank you, Diana. Thank you. Thank you, all these beautiful, amazing people who are with us here in Zoom and also in Facebook. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And remember to go to Portals to Awakening, to our new YouTube page. And we're going to bring this video. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, Emmy.
Thank you.
Shanti.
Om
Om Shanti Shanti.
Shanti.